So I have to go to the bathroom, and I just told Will, and so he needs gas anyway, so we're gonna stop.
Because here's the thing. Never get in a kayak if there's any chance you're going to need to poop. Like, if there's a 3% chance, just go home. Don't even get in the damn boat.
So then, like, I was asking him, I mean, worst case scenario, if you had to go to the bathroom, don't you just jump out of the kayak and go? I don't know. Like,
no,
what do you do if
don't do that
in a crisis? So then we were remembering when we went kayaking one time off of Sanibel Island.
Well, hold on. She asked me, well, have you ever just gotten out of your kayak in the water? And I said, yeah, one time. And she said, well, was it hard? I said, I've done it one time. I never did it again. I plan ahead now. And then she asked, and so then I explained to her that one time when we were in Sanibel Island and we rented Hobie's in Tarpon Bay, and I dropped my cell phone in the ocean. But the water there is so crystal clear that I could see it plain as day laying there on the bottom. So I just hopped off the boat, got in, grabbed it, and then that's when the panic set in. That's when I realized a mistake of gargantuan proportions that I had just made. Because A, don't go after that phone. It's ruined. It's been submerged in salt water. It's done. B, let me tell you something about getting back in your kayak when you're in the water at, say, mid-40s years of age. You got a problem on your hands, people. You got a big problem on your hands. I thought, is this going to be my new life?
I think he was going to be a merman at that point.
Yeah, I'm going to grow a tail and spend the rest of my life in Tarpon Bay with manatees and a whole bunch of crap that swims faster than me, and I can't catch it, so I'm probably going to starve to death. I got to get gas.
Moral of the story, go to the bathroom before you get on the on the ocean.
We're at Wawa. Go take a poo-poo at Wawa.
Okay, girls, this is for y'all. Quick story. When we were planning on moving to Florida, all I could think about is all the trips we'd had here to Florida and all the bikinis and tankinis I'd worn, and how that's all I was going to be wearing is my swimsuit every day and some really cute flip-flops. Well, I want you to look at me. This is August. I have a hat, long sleeves, pants on, gloves. Turns out you don't want that much sun.
Because when your legs start to look like mine, where I think I'm going to have to get Rosetta Stone for my legs because they're now speaking only Spanish. And you go, maybe that's enough.
I don't want to shrivel up before my time. And so I know when you guys are seeing these videos, you're probably like, wow, she's really covered up. I just wanted to say everything I'm wearing for advice, if you're gonna kayak fish, is all SPF 50 basically. And your hands are really important to cover up because that shows age first, and everybody seems to forget about their hands and they get really wrinkly. So yeah, we're really being conscious. I love getting the vitamin D and being out here every day, but definitely I am taking care of my skin, and I highly recommend you do the same. See you soon. Bye. I was kind of far off from Will, and he caught a fish, so we're paddling to go get to him. We are in between Caladisi and Cayman Islands. Trying to stay out of boat traffic too. Right at the mouth in between the two. What'd you get?
So, you remember our conversation yesterday about one fish, two bluefish, redfish, bluefish.
Yeah, did you get a
This
bluefish?
is a bluefish.
Pretty.
And he is a toothy critter. You want to be careful about it. We're going to grab him with some fish grips just to be sure he don't mess with us. And there he is.
Sweet.
Just to give you an idea of what these bluefish's teeth are like. Inch up a bit here. Got some waves rolling in. That was my swim jig before. And this was after him.
Whoops. We are almost, is this considered offshore?
That's the ocean right there.
Okay, y'all.
So we're at an inlet or a pass, you might say. And this way is the bay, and that right there is the Gulf of Mexico.
Yep, that's Caladesi Island,
And that's why we
That's
found
the
him
bay
right
where
here,
the
'cause
trees
really he's
are.
more of an offshore species
and that's Honeymoon
than
Island.
inshore.
So we are literally catching offshore species today in the kayaks. Oh my gosh!
Let's see what else we got out
That
here.
cray cray. We cray cray.
We cray cray.
Okay.
It's funny too, you can tell when you're gonna get a bite because he just starts freaking out.
He's like, which way do I
And you
go?
feel that him trying to swim away, and then boom. Now either the bite has really slowed down or we fell off our spot. Oh, here we go. He's freaking out. And we're on. Oh, we were on.
Yeah, you're still on.
No.
No.
Let go, whatever it was. Let's see if it feels like I still got my bait.
Yep.
Oh, look at them all. There's a school chasing him. Do you see that? There were 6 or 8 fish chasing him when he came up. He's a little beat up now. Something's definitely getting him.
Bless his heart.
Bless his little heart. That's usually how you know you're about to be insulted, when somebody says, bless his heart, an insult's coming. This time, we're not going to set the hook so quick. Something's eating him right now. We're on right now, you see it?
There.
We're just going to let him eat.
Did you get off?
Yeah,
Damn.
and they got the bait. So we're going to do something different. I've been hooking them in the nose. It's something with teeth. They're cutting me off.
Okay. Maybe it's a sheep. It's not a sheep's head, is it?
No, these are sharp teeth. Because that's a 30-pound leader that he just cut off at the hook. I bet bluefish. To cut it like that. Okay, guys, here we go. Another pin. Hitting the water. Helps if we open our mouth. Now we just had another one cut off a minute ago. As you see, they're cutting. This is 30-pound fluoro leader, and 2 in a row they've just cut it like scissors. So clearly it's something with teeth. I don't think it was more bluefish actually, because that was way too heavy to be a bluefish here in the Gulf. So I know what you're all thinking. Hey, Will, what's the obvious answer? Twice in a row you've been cut off, and that's heavy fluoro. What's the obvious answer? Put on a steel wire leader, dummy, and let's catch whatever it is that's cutting you off. Well, I'm not equipped for any of that. When we got here this morning, I didn't realize really where we were coming. And I came set up, here we go, for indoor species. I was looking for snook and redfish. I didn't realize we're going to be right here by a pass and have an opportunity at some offshore species. Something's getting him right now.
This has been a pretty exciting day so far.
He has swam up onto that shallow trying to get away from whatever was getting him.
Gotcha.
Let's kick a bit here. Come on. I don't want to get out there to the Bahamas again like we did a minute ago. Going to the Bahamas is great if you're in like a 40-foot sport fisherman, but in a 12-foot Hobie, nah!
There was a half a second where I was nervous.
The tide is outgoing, and it's outgoing pretty quickly right now.
So you have to keep pedaling.
We just quit paying attention for just a minute. doing a few things, and we looked up and we were completely out of the pass, outside the navigation markers, and still yet just drifting out to sea.
Yeah.
We go again. That last one, I casted him out towards the middle of the channel here, and when something ate it and ran and jumped, he was already way over here. It's amazing how fast these fish move. You know, we're coming from Missouri. Those smallmouth bass, they're fun to catch. You catch a 3.5, 4 pound smallie, it's fun. But let me tell you something, that's nothing for here. 3.5 pound smallie will be bait here. Oh, feel him twitching. And I see him swimming to the right.
I see that too.
Something chasing him. He's headed for the shallows. He don't like that deep. I'm just saying.
Ah!
Did you get that catch, that jump on video?
I don't know. I have it on wide angle, so hopefully.
I'm just wondering if we'll be able to see what it was.
Yeah.
I only saw it out of the corner of my eye, and it looked silvery. So
It did.
Could have been bluefish, could have been a small tarpon. I suppose out here it could be barracuda too, but these fish are way too heavy to be cudas. The drop off. Why don't we just fry them up and serve them with chips? Well, he's twitching.
The big blue. What's it like? Big and blue.
You know, that movie came out like probably 18 years ago, and here we still quote it every day because that's when our kids were little, and they used to make us watch it every day.
Oh, you guys are gonna get seasick watching this. Maybe not.
I'm gonna get seasick filming
Come
this.
on, GoPro, do your thing.
How's that whole image stabilization working out?
Is he gonna
Run us over?
Yeah.
Maybe. He's staring right at us, so you would think that would tell him, hey, maybe I should turn. But no, just come right on, bud. That whole 200-foot rule, that's just a suggestion.
dumbass? Sorry, that's
Jeez Louise, man.
you about ran us over.
Now that GoPro has such a wide angle, you probably don't really get the perspective of it, but it got super close to us. Something's eating me right now. Give him slack, let him free swim for a second. I bet they took him off. Nope, he's on.
Oh.
He's just not very big.
Oh! Ladyfish.
Ladyfish! Come here, little lady. Guess what? You're gonna come in the boat for a little bit.
Oh.
Because
You gonna cut her up?
there's gonna come a point in time this morning where we're gonna... Morning? Is it morning? I don't
no.
know.
I think it's after.
Today. There's gonna come a point in time today where we're gonna be out of live bait. And then we're gonna have cut ladyfish. After that.
It's the circle of life.
Are you filming?
Yeah.
I gotta share a story with you guys.
It must be hard to be able to...
Bait.
Boom.
Not bait. Be free, bait. It happens. It happens to the best of us. Anyways, let's kick for a second. We've drifted a bit again. And while we kick, I'll share a little story with you. Many years ago, when our kids were small, we went camping one weekend with some friends, and we had 2 boys, they had a boy and a girl, and the kids were little. And I took them fishing one afternoon, and we're doing the typical take a little kid fishing thing, and we're on a boat dock at Table Rock Lake. We were camping. I probably said that like 4 times, but hey, we were camping.
Land the plane well.
And as we're out there on the dock, and we've got, the little kids got bobbers, and we're putting worms on, and they're probably like maybe 4 or 5, 6 years old, something like that. And I've got their little girl. Her name was Hannah. She's sitting with me, and I'm helping her. Her bobber goes down, bloop. I say, Hannah, reel, 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 reel. And she's reeling, reeling, and finally she catches up to all that line, gets the hook set, pulls it in. Little tiny little bluegill, about that big, little baby bluegill. And of course, if you've ever fished in a freshwater lake, usually those little bluegill immediately just swallow the hook. And he swallowed it, and well, he didn't survive it. And again, we're raising boys. I'm not used to girls. And I take that little bluegill that's all kind of mangled and mutilated, and I just chunk him in the water without thinking anything about it, just chuck him in. And then I'm rebaiting the hook, and I'm doing stuff, and I look over, and here's Hannah. Staring at that little fish floating dead in the water, and her eyes just kind of welled up, and I said, I messed up. And I said, Hannah, it's okay, honey. This is just like the circle of life in the lake. Nothing goes to waste. That little fish is now going to feed big fish so that the big fish can survive. And she says, they're going to eat them? I said, yeah, that's what big fish eat little fish. That's how it works. And she just broke out in tears, busted out in tears, and said, it must be hard to be a little fish. Ever since, anytime something probably happened in our household, it must be hard to be a little fish.
I'm glad I spent some time on the kayak learning how to do everything before we got in the actual ocean.
Yeah.
Because I feel confident on it.
See that?
Yeah, that we got on camera. What was that?
Couldn't see it good enough. Almost looked like a ladyfish, but if it was a giant. I don't think it was, but it was silver. Maybe another bluefish. The drag is really pretty tight right now.
That beach across the way, you can bring your dog to the beach. So you can probably hear some dogs barking in the background. But it's a nice...
called Dog Beach on
Honeymoon Island.
We didn't go over there.
Poor Sunny.
I was referring to the honeymoon thing.
Oh, I was referring to our dog. We're about to celebrate 23 years, August 14th.
Maybe on August 14th we'll go to Honeymoon Island for the day.
Oh, snap. You're so romantic. Close to you.
Keep him out there in the deep. He don't like the deep.
No.
You want to hear the most satisfying sound? What's that? ASMR, right? Everybody knows about those videos. To me, it's this. Oh, it sounds like candy. I like it. It's sweet. I want more of it.
Wow. Get a room.
We're drifting again already.
I know. We're drifters.
Something else heavy again.
Yeah.
That one was not heavy. It was super fast. That's why he was going so quick that direction. And we're looking for something with some weight to it. Okay, it's a wrap. Here we are at the Dunedin Causeway. I had my doubts coming out here this morning because, again, I didn't really know what we were coming for, but I thought I was coming to work mangroves for snook and redfish and such. I had no idea there was an inlet to the open Gulf right there. So switched gears and went and fished the inlet. And guys, let me tell you something. That was fun. Several times, 2 or 3 times, hooked into something that, don't know, I was outgunned. Too heavy for me to slow down, too heavy for me to turn. Very powerful. And then they were cut off or broke off. So definitely coming back here, maybe even tomorrow, but we're coming more prepared. We'll bring the big rods, we'll bring some heavy leaders, and we'll see if we can't let something really giant drag us around even longer than it did today.
Yep, what he said.
There you go. Hey guys, thanks again as always for watching. We appreciate you. Everybody stay safe.
Stay healthy.
Keep those lines tight, and we're going to see you all again real soon. See ya.